Hello, hello. Can you listen to me now? Can you see my screen? Oh my. Not yet? Yes, now. Okay. Well, guys, I was speaking to nobody like 3 minutes. All right, let me restart my speech. All right. Okay, sorry guys. So I already say hi to some of you. I'm so sorry. Today was not my day. I've been very distracted because I didn't have a good day. I'm gonna tell you about it in a second. I'm gonna repeat that in a second because I was already saying that. But okay, well guys, let me go fast around this. Okay. So we had this SPY chart. Why do you see so many white lines? Well, most of them are previous all-time highs. 690.83, 691.60 something, 692.32. And well, this is not a previous all-time high, but very close. That was a supply or resistance on Wednesday. So this morning pre-market, what was happening? So we were all most of the time above previous day high. So this was looking really well. However, I was looking to this nice rejection right here, 692.32. In my opinion, this has to go lower, but market doesn't have to do anything. Market has its own dynamic, and yeah, so I just had a bias, right? I just had a bias. So today, what I was watching here, so I was watching this the open. We couldn't reclaim pre-market high. We were rejecting right here, 692.32. So I was watching the break. Why I didn't take a position right here? But Neto, this is kind of the most bullish uh, break and retest setup. Yes, the break and retest of previous day high. However, we have news at 10 a.m. about the tariff, and anything that could happen to the tariff thing, that will be big, right? I mean, uh, if the court ruled in favor of the tariffs, well, I think it was already priced in on price, right? But if they said something negative, I was thinking at least a visit to previous day low, but actually I was thinking something more like 686 or like a more relevant key level. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So I waited after 10 a.m. and I was watching the rejection of right here 691.66. So I said, well, if we break my next key level 690.83, I'm gonna take a position. I open a position right here. Uh, I took 1/4 my position right here on pre-market low. The screenshot was higher than my actual sell. I took like 28% or something like here. Well, 1/4 my position at 28% on profit. But then the tragedy, guys. For being honest, I was just thinking that, okay, well, it didn't break this key level here, so I'm gonna stay alive here. Then this candle came, I didn't cut my position, so it was a complete mess. It was a complete mess. I didn't honor my stop loss, especially when I took 1/4 my position right here around 30%. So I ended my day red. I actually I'm a little bit frustrated because I changed some things on my morning routine. For being honest, I thought that they were good things because I was actually ready way earlier than most of the days. So I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be a great day. I'm making more on my day even earlier. So yeah, I was really excited about the day. but I made some changes. So because I made some changes, I didn't start at the same time. So yeah, I did everything wrong. Well, not everything wrong. I did some things wrong. I changed my routine, and if well, some of you here, guys, you have been students of my programs, or you have been with me, and well, you know how much I respect my routine. So something changed today. I was also with a lot of pressure because next week I will be completing my challenge for upsizing. So if you know, you know, but I do a personal challenge. I need to stay 100% with the adherence to my playbook and rules. So I when I complete this period, and I don't have any red flag, any mistakes, or anything, I give permission to myself to start, like upsizing. So I was really excited about that, but I was having some anxiety and some stress and pressure about about that. Why, I don't know. I mean, that's just a personal challenge, but well, this is exactly how it happens, right? And I was aware of my emotions, and I think I could do better. I mean, I'm not saying, just as you guys, thank you for your words. I'm not saying I'm a bad trader, or I'm not saying I just destroyed my system or something. I know one bad day does not define me as a trader. Yes, it happens to the best of us. So yeah, I'm just trying to shake it off, but it's still fresh. For being honest, I have not journaled it, and I think that's what I need right now, right? Because I usually when I journal my trades, it's like a mind dump. So I detach from my trade, from the emotions, from everything on my journal. Right now, just as I said, I was a bit frustrated, so I went for a walk with my dog. So I have not journaled yet, but that's gonna happen today. I don't skip it. All right. So well, that's what happened to me, guys. Tio, Uncle Neto. Yeah. uh, yeah. Thank you for your words, guys. Yeah. It's yeah. This trade here. I mean, my first trim, 1/4 my position. It was something like this, but I ended the day red. Why? Because I didn't honor my stop loss. So that happens. All right. All right. Shake it off. What's next? What's next? Okay. So guys, after this move, I was telling you that that was kind of the rejection of this 692.32, and then we broke and retested this 691.66. So this was kind of my break and retest of these key levels to the downside. And well, that was the first opportunity that I saw. I know this might look like a breakout, but I want you, what I want you to see is I was looking for the retest here, broke, retest, retest right here, this key level here. Can you see these key levels? And then the drop. All right. So I was expecting something like this, at least to previous day low. I didn't have it, but that was my idea, or that was my plan. So is it clear what I was looking for? Let me know in the chat, guys. Is it clear what I was looking for? Very clear. Thank you. Yeah, because I know. I mean, if you are just watching this, yes, this is a breakout, right? Even you might think this is an anticipation of a breakout, but it wasn't. What I was watching, it's how it was making lower highs. That was the idea. All right. Yes. Okay. Isn't that a bit too far away from the level to short from there? Um, 690 to 6. Well, it's a $3. It's half percent. It's, yeah. So sometimes it's like, oh, Neto, but how do you think it's gonna move 5 points? Well, I mean, we are almost in 700, so 5 points it's less than 1%, right? So yeah. So okay. So what was next? What was next? Okay. What I was watching next was this. Well, this breakout. It reclaimed pre-market high. It came up all the way to 693.50. Then it came back and it was above the 5 minute opening range high, and it was above this area of resistance. Can you see here? This area of resistance, it turned into support, and that's what I like. That's what I like. This bounce out of 691.66. That was the same key level that I took in consideration for my short. But after this nice reclaim and how it was coming into this bounce, I really like it. Where, well, first to high of the day, it was a 1 to 2.2 risk reward, but the actual target was all-time highs, right? So all-time highs was almost 1 to 3 risk reward. And this was another, look at this was another entry that I like. Like it was creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. This is a higher low, and it's a bounce out of pre-market high. So this is another entry that I like. And this was the last push to all-time highs, and look at this, it actually went all the way to 694.50 for a 4.5 risk reward. That would be amazing, right? Now let me see what you tried here. Lilia, could you please tell me? Oh, what happened here? I left my laptop open downstairs, and I think it's trying to connect. It's trying to wake up. 1032 right here. Using 693, break and retest. Well, if you were looking for 693, I kind of like it. Lilia, but not sure. I mean, you didn't have like too much of displacement, and after these kind of squeezes, I mean, you need to come back for liquidity, right? You need to come back for liquidity. I don't talk too much about fair value gaps. Well, fair value gap is kind of the new fancy way of naming imbalances. But this is kind of an imbalance, right? When you have three candles and the candle in the middle has this space between the previous and the next candle. So this is what they call an imbalance. So they usually come, feel the imbalance, and then continue, right? So right here, Lilia, it's like you are on top of the squeeze. And I will be waiting for a deeper pullback. All right. Ryan, what do you think about short 1039? What was the idea here, Ryan? What was the idea? Like, I think, yeah, I think I saw a few people doing this, right? Like this was the support for these candles. Then it broke, retested, and dropped. Is that what you tried there, Ryan? it is, yes, it is. This is the break retest boom, but again, guys, it's just too recent to this squeeze, right? So in my eyes, you need to look at this. This is the famous imbalance, right? Can you see here? So this candle here, this is the candle, and this candle here, this is the other candle. So these guys, this is the imbalance or fair value gap, depending where you learn these concepts. All right. So this is the imbalance. In my opinion, this is what needed to do, right? The price needed to come for this liquidity here on the imbalance, and then continue, and that's kind of what happened, right? That's kind of what happened here. As you can see here, it came back, swipe all this liquidity here, 691.66, and then continued. But that's why I didn't like this entry here. And this one here, yeah, this one here is actually good, guys. This one here is actually good, even if you take it like something like here, or even on the next candle, right? You will be doing something like this. If you were, look at this, if you were aiming to this imbalance fill, it was a 1 to 3.4 risk reward ratio trade. I think that was amazing, but you need to pay a lot of attention here, because usually when the imbalance is filled, it continues on the same direction. All right. So for me, this was like a very short trade and higher risk. I think it was higher risk because it was just like coming for this liquidity here. All right, let me keep reading. Declan, Neto, what do you think? Immediate retest, entry 1006. 1006. Well, I do like it. I do like it. When you say immediate retest, you are talking about the 5-minute opening range low, right? I do like it. Again, what I just told you is I was looking for continuation to the downside. Just didn't work, right? It just didn't work. Aniket, took a discretion trade, entry 1012. 1012 here. Okay. 689.40 level had a lot of reaction from yesterday, so once price broke the 5-minute low, I expect a reaction here at that level. Target was pre-market high. Well, that, just as you said, that was discretion level. That's a nice reclaim of this previous day high. For being honest, I don't know how to manage these kind of trades. Maybe, yeah, but I understand what you said. I understand what you said. It's just I don't have any experience with these reclaims, so I wouldn't know how to manage this trade. Stephanie, I went long SPY for the break and retest on the 946 candle. 946 candle. 946 candle here. Break and retest of the 5-minute. Yeah, well, I just said, Stephanie, that we have news at 10 a.m. That's why I wasn't that's why I wasn't looking for an entry right here. So 946 and 953, 953, 953 here. Yeah, well, I mean, I can see what you were trying to do. It's just, again, not sure. Did you know, Stephanie? This is a question for you. Did you know that we have news at 10 a.m.? Because if you did, I don't know what you were trying to do, right? But if you didn't know, My friend, you need to be, yes, okay, well, what were you trying to do? I mean, the obvious play was waiting all the way to 10 a.m. All right. So what I were these valid setups and entries? I think they were not. I think they were not. Full porting news. My bias was long from daily, weekly, 1 hour, 1 minute. All right. No, no, no. I get it. I get it. I mean, we are so close to all time highs that we all want to long this SPY, right? It's just again, I think it's just it was just not the right time to do it. Um, Hey, Patrick, Aniket, what do you think of a short 1040? 1040 here. I like it. We just talked about this, right? We just talked about this. The pullback or retest to fill this imbalance. You're welcome, Lilia, Ryan, Jason. SPY puts 951. 951. All right. Why? Break, retest of the support, turn into resistance. I understand, but just as I said, everything, guys, everything that you tell me, hey Neto, what do you think about this? And it was before 10 a.m. I just think you were gambling, guys. Acid, I took the 1047 candle to the upside. 1047 candle to the upside. Nice is this trade right here. Kumar, Neto, what do you think about 1017 entry for puts? 1017 entry for puts. I think that it was not a good idea because you already reclaimed the previous day high, come back, retested the 1 minute opening range high. So this had the structure to the upside. This had the structure to the upside. QQQ had a similar. Okay. Stephanie, yes. Declan, retest 944 before news. It wasn't too close to news. Okay, well, 944. Well, 944. It's a. This is the break and retest of the 5-minute opening range high. Where did you see that there will be news at 10 a.m.? Forexfactory.com. You can see there the red folder news. But the Supreme Court ruling about tariffs, they were they have been saying about this since a month ago, and look at this. Sometimes these kind of news, they are way more important than the red folder news. For example, right now, for example, the jobs report, it's not as important right now as, for example, if the government had to pay back billions or maybe $1 trillion on tariffs, right? So you need, you need to understand what kind of news you have, because there's not the same thing every day, right? So FOMC it's way more important than, I don't know, like JOLT or interest rates, or, well, no, interest rate, no, that's FOMC. But I don't know, like market sentiment, or so That's something that you need to understand. I don't think that you need to deeply understand like a finance guy, but you should have a mild understanding of how every red folder news impact at least the tickers that you are trying. All right. But yeah, I mean, you can go. I think it's forexfactory.com. I don't know because I have it like a bookmark in my browser, but I think it's forexfactory.com. Stephanie understood. Laura Leaf, you're welcome. Declan, Net on Wednesday, you took a short a couple minutes before 10 a.m. news. It seems not all red folder news are equal. I was wondering. Well, I think this is exactly what I just explained, right? You need to understand what are the news that impact the most to the tickers that you are trading. All right. Can you talk about yesterday price action? Did you take any trades? I didn't. Aniket, I didn't, and it was a crappy price action. Look at this. Look at this barcode style price action, right? It took forever to break 690. Look at this. It took forever. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to the 5-minute actually. Where is it? Here. Look at how many candles in the 5 minutes, guys. In 690. Wow. I mean, what do you think about price action yesterday? I think it was awful. I think it was awful. My stop loss was low of the day for that discretion trade. Okay. Hey, Patel, happy Friday. All right, guys. So that was everything that I had for SPY. Let's go to QQQ. QQQ was it was just playing around on the 5-minute opening range for some time, or the 15-minute opening range for some time. Then finally broke it, and this is what I like. I mean, it was a break and retest of previous day high and previous week high. So this is one of the most bullish setups in my opinion, especially on the break and retest. So if you were aiming only to high of the day, this was a 1 to 3 point something risk reward ratio trade. And then later you had this break and retest of this 624.50. As you can see here, this box here has been in our charts for some time now, right? So this was kind of the break and retest of this box here, 624.50. So if you were aiming to 626.50, $2 range, you had a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. Anyone took a QQQ trade? I think you did. Let me QQQ Shoki. Yeah, it's squeezing. This SPY is squeezing, right? 80 all-time highs is hard to trade. Yes, it is. For QQQ's first trade you have marked, why would you look it for upside since it had moved down so much and broke below previous day high and retested? Well, just because of that, I mean, look at this. This was the resistance area, and it worked really nice. Look at this. This is again let's draw it instead of box. This is again the imbalance we were talking on SPY. So you just came back, filled the imbalance, and then continued the move. I mean, this is one of the most bullish setups, right? The break and retest of previous day high and previous week high, right? So that's why I will consider this. because it's also the high of the day, right? It was also the high of the day. This was this resistance turned into support. So that's why I will try that that QQQ. QQQ 1025 calls, 1025 calls right here. Immediate retest of previous day high or reclaim of previous day high after this squeeze. This is the one thing with these kind of trades, guys. So again, I just want to introduce you to this. I think we never talk about these kind of concepts on these live streams, but you can Google them. Look for fair value gap or FVG or imbalance. Old school is imbalance, new school ICT concepts and all these things, it's a fair value gap. I think fair value gap is like the marketing guy is speaking about concepts. So what do I think here? Well, I think that this is kind of a breakout. This is not a break and retest. This is more like a breakout, break and hold. So the one problem here is that you need to be very aggressive when taking profits. Why? Because it's gonna come back for this liquidity as it happened. All right. Dora, all-time highs again. SPY new high. What about the retest? 1038 on SPY. 1038 on SPY. Oh well, we just mentioned like 3 times this trade. Rafa took the break and retest 622 at 1021. 1021 here. What break and what retest? Like the break of this resistance? Oh. That one, Rafa? And you took it all the way, yeah, you took it something like here, and you took it all the way to 625 here. That was an awesome trade. We need to call it SPY all-time highs. All right. Okay, so guys, I prepared something for you on the tech names. You want to take a look? I was looking for AMD. Well, I was not looking for AMD. I was watching AMD, not looking for anything, but I was watching AMD. I really like this break and retest of the 5-minute opening range low. AMD has been super weak the whole week. So I was expecting, like more continuation to the downside. I was actually expecting AMD to hit 200 soon. When? I don't know, but I probably not expecting today, but I was expecting 200 sometime this week. Oh my God. SPY, it's almost 694.86. Wow. So, well, I was watching this and I thought, well, this is gonna have some continuation here. Nice reaction right here on this resistance. I'm sorry, this support turned into resistance area. That's the retest on the 5-minute opening range low. And I thought this is going down, but no, it didn't. So this actually failed. And then, well, the opposite, right? The squeeze, it came back, bounced or rejected pre-market high, finally reclaimed pre-market high, and I was like, okay, well, maybe this wants to go higher, right? So I was drawing this, the break and retest of pre-market high and high of the day right here, high of the day right here, and I was expecting a visit of 208, but it failed again. So yeah, not a good day for AMD, at least on the break and retest of our usual key levels. So yeah, anyone took something on AMD? No. Okay. Well, Amazon did work. Amazon did work. There's something that I didn't like too much here. You were kind of creating this. So it finally broke down. So that's why I will take this trade right here. But yeah, it was kind of tricky, right? It was kind of tricky. So on the break of pre-market low, I will be aiming to 242.50 or maybe 243, right below low of the day. And this was an almost 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. Then, well, actually this looks nice, right? If you once you reclaim high of the day, 5-minute opening range, maybe something like this. Yeah, actually maybe something like this. It was a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. After it reclaimed and retested this opening 5-minute opening range high, all the way to previous day high. Actually, I didn't see that, but that was a nice trade. Someone took Amazon. You said you will go over IWM. Yeah, I said that I'm gonna chart it on this weekend, so we can start looking at IWM starting on Monday. All right. Yeah, but I don't forget. I actually have it. Well, you can see, but right here I have like my to-do list, and IWM is on my homework for the weekend. All right, Nvidia. Well, nothing too interesting on Nvidia. Barcode style, barcode kind of price action today for Nvidia. So yeah, nothing too interesting here. Tesla, this was the break and retest of the 5-minute opening range high, reclaim of previous day high. That actually, if we move something like this, well, this is still a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio trade. I actually like this, but what was happening here with SPY right here? Well, it was bouncing from pre-market high. It was bouncing from pre-market high. Look at this relative strength on Tesla. That was a nice trade. Anyone took Tesla today? Carla, did you take Tesla? You are our Tesla girl on the community. Tesla and SPX. Look, you took Tesla 9.15, 10.15. 10.15 here. On the reclaim of what? Pre-market high. Oh, this 10.14 on the reclaim of pre-market high. Something like this. That was a nice trade. That was a nice trade, look. Oh my, it went all the way to 448. Where did you exit? Where did you exit here? Look. On these ones here? On this pullback? 1047. Small scale high of the day, 441 and 442.50. That was great. That was a great trade. Congratulations there, Luke. Dora, you took Tesla 1012. Something like this. Something like the one that I was saying. Something like this. That was a nice trade, Dora. That was a nice trade. Congratulations. Exit too early, 1021. That was okay. Something like that. It was a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio trade. No drawdown. That was great. Same day expiration. All right. All right. Okay, guys. Well, that's all. That's all that I got for you today. Starting on Monday, for popular request, we will start taking a look to IWM. Uh, please don't have huge expectations about the analysis because, for being honest, I don't see IWM at all. I used to do it, but not anymore, and I will be charting it uh, consistently. But I will start to, like, trying to get a good feeling about it. But I'm just about to start. All right. So Jogol, thank you for the suggestion. A few other people contacted me asking for charts on IWM. So yeah, starting on Monday we will have IWM back in our charts. Well, guys, remember, I please, I'm asking you, journal your trades, squeeze all of the learnings or all of the lessons you can from your management, from your trade management this week. And yeah, don't be like me. Don't be like me today. Well, don't be like me today. Don't be like me today. I usually am very disciplined with my trade management. Just today, well, today was not a good day, but well, just as we said, one day does not define us as traders. So yeah, I'm not worried. I'm gonna journal today later, and once I journal, it's kind of a mind dump for me. So I detach, and next to um yeah, we just go to the next opportunity. No emotional attachment to anything. Don't be a greedy pig like me. Come on, Luke. All right. So guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you Sunday night for my weekly trading plan. Bye bye.